on my own behalf, the Bishop of Porto Diocese, the Uganda Episcopal Conference, to welcome all of you to this important workshop on human trafficking. You're most welcome for Porto City and for Porto Town. I welcome all of you from your various dioceses. Kabaale, Mbarara, Kasese, Hoima, and those from here in Fort Porto. I'd like to appreciate also Sister Semelita Bambu, the Holy Cross, and the entire team who have organized this workshop to bring great awareness of this vice of human trafficking. I'd like to appreciate Sister Semelita not only for this workshop, but also for the other activities which are centered around human oppression, particularly the radio programs which are held every Saturday on Jubilee Radio, the programs in Chaka 2 of putting up shelter for the refugees, and many others. So I'd like to appreciate the Holy Cross sisters for that great work that we are doing for us, and our sisters who are suffering. I'd like to begin talking about this reality of human trafficking. It is indeed very serious, and it is modern slavery of children, youth, especially girls and boys, men and women, who are lured or persuaded out of ignorance into the enticement for greener pastures, to have a better place to live, earn more money, have a better life. But when in actuality it is just being trapped for exploitation, for cheap labor, sex, human organs harvesting, and so on. Once they are trapped, their passports are taken away from them, their phones are taken away from them, so they are left at the mercy of the masters of these places. Allow me to share with you some concrete examples. Around 2010, I was going to Dubai for the mission of Jesus Youth, where I had been invited for a conference. So I had gone with Ethiopian Airlines. I'm reaching Addis Ababa. At the airport, there were like about 100 girls. And these girls did not look well dressed. But they had passports. So I happened to be behind one of them. I was very curious. So I said, why are these guys going? What are they going to do? So I picked the passport of one of them. And the profession that was there was housemaid. So I was curious still. Traveled, I didn't have a chance of getting near them. But on the way back, after 10 days, I happened to sit in the plane with a Ugandan businessman. And on this plane also, there were other girls now coming back. They had a lot of goodies, big bags, with a lot of things in those bags. So I was asking this businessman of Uganda, I said, what did these girls do in Dubai? He told me, yeah, some are housemaids, and some are prostitutes. And you can see now, they have been working, and now they have got money, and so they are bringing goods home. So when you compare the girls they traveled with, you will see a difference, at least in appearance. Those girls, as we were going, were shabby. But these girls now who are coming back, you see they look a bit better. They are better dressed. And they look to be having some money. You see the way they are looking. So this is something that is, at that time, I think Uganda were not selling those guns there, but with time now, we find that we have started seeing these girls also being taken there. And whenever you're at the airport, you see the girls dressed in what they call covering themselves with their faces. And so we have started hearing stories of organ harvesting, of mistreatment, and so on. Well, there are many of those who are going abroad, but also want to mention the fact that the human trafficking is even among our people here, locally. And I want to cite a few examples. Actually, this is just this year. One girl called me from Mbarara. Say, Bishop, I'm caught up here. I came to work for this man with a wife. The wife went to these Arab countries for cheering. And so the man said, now that the wife has gone, you are going to become a wife. This guy had a bit of integrity. He said, me, I didn't come here to be a wife. I didn't come to be married. I came here to work. And the man grabbed a phone and took it. So fortunately, the neighbor could give accommodation to this girl. So that's how she managed to talk with me, the phone of the neighbor, seeking for transport, which I sent her. And this girl was able to come back. Another girl was taken for a job of working as a shopkeeper in Kabaale. So she went excitedly, thinking that she had found a job. Upon reaching Kabaale, they took her to the border of Tukula. So I found another job for you. What kind of job was it? She was to be a prostitute. She would get food only if she accepted to eat with men. If she refused, no food. So the poor girl, fortunately, she also had some contact. She called me, said, I'm starved. I cannot accept the situation. So I sent her some money and she was able to come back for the problem. Unfortunately, there are also men who are involved in this. So 2 men, this is just I think last month. A rich man found them here in Kasese, Potro, and they came to identify them as good Mansons. Said, I have some work in Arua, which I think I'm having the house which I want to complete. If you are good Mansons, let me take you there, and you will complete my house. So they went, and they had agreed, I think, to give them 3 million. So they started working, and after a month, they paid them. They also give them accommodation and rent and food. So when they finished the work, like after 2 months, he said, I've been paying for your food. I've been giving you rent. There's no more money for you. And God would say, you understand? My wife has a child sick at home, and she doesn't have money, and here I'm here languishing. Yes, did you try to present this to the LCs? So yes, we did, but LCs are corrupt. This man has corrupted them. They don't want you to listen to us. So in short, yes, can help us with transport so they can come back home. So I sent them transport they needed. They returned. So this situation is not just for those far, or going outside Uganda, but even within our country here, there are people who are doing this kind of thing. So we have the traffickers. who connect our brothers and sisters through companies, through other ways, to help them kind of get persuaded so they can make some good profit because of greed and lack of respect for human beings. So we have the victims, children, and one of the areas most affected in this country is Karamoja. You see these kids on the streets of Kampala, but also there are some who are being taken out through Kenya and other ways for these abuses. Of course, we have the girls, the men and women, and so on. But the majority are children and women. They are taken out because of desperation, and many I think because of poverty, being jobless, and also the situation of our country is, though now laws are being put in place, but they are still very weak. And also the other factor is corruption. And related with this also is the trend of people being discontented with what they have and want to become rich very quickly. Even some who have studied and have professions, but they still want to go and make quick money. About 3 years ago, I was in Dubai for another mission. I see that I went to the restaurant. And there was this Uganda boy who was serving us, as well as Bishop Semogere, for Semogere. So he asked this young man, "Where do you come from?" He said, "From Uganda or somewhere, Uganda." "How long have you been here?" He said, 2 or 3 years. He said, "Have you been at home?" The young man said, "Sibiangu." It's not easy. So you can just see the struggles people are going through to get the living, which is not easy. Now, thank God, you as religious men and women, which can come forth, help us fight against this grave injustice, against humanity, against our brothers and sisters. I can see the enthusiasm in your faces. Let this enthusiasm not just be for these few days when we are here, but let it help you when you are here to understand the challenges of this race, of this injustice. So that when you come from here, you are able to understand better and how best to help those who are lured, those who are trapped in this yoke, and with those tools that you may get can help us better as you return to your respective communities, your parishes, your dioceses. I was trying to read last night on the internet. Uganda is putting a system whereby there are strict laws to curb this human injustice. But because of the corruption we have among the police, among the security officers, those who work with immigration, you find people still have a way of going around these laws, and people still go out and are trapped. So as I've seen the program, there is the formation of St. Batita Network, kind of an organization. So I would urge that this organization is well organized, not only for religious, but also for lay people. Because we have let people out there who have passion for justice. Last month I was surprised. I didn't know this man. Some of you may know him, Mr. Pius Gilman. He's working in the judiciary. Even has written a book, Faith Corruption in Uganda. There are people in that who are really passionate. And I think we need to bring some of those people on board so that they can be sent this practical network, and it helps to strengthen the system that we may establish, NGO that we may establish, that can be more effective in reaching the grassroots and have this space. So let us strive to be well organized to address the issues at stake as best as possible. Let us do our best in providing services to those who are survivors, those who have returned home after being traumatized in so many ways. Maybe some of the organs have been taken away. Some are mentally sick, physically and other ways. They are no longer themselves. So it is us to provide services to them so they can become themselves now. So let us strive to be true advocates of breaking this yoke of slavery of our oppressed brothers and sisters in our church, in our families, in society at large. Appreciating the presence of each one of you, my brothers and sisters, be assured of my prayers. And with these words, I want to declare officially this workshop open.